Knuckleheads. I came on early so I could give you some recognition. Hi, Dee Dee. Hi, Terry. I'm a whole minute early. Oh, you got your zines in the mail today. Yay. Did you like them, Dee Dee? Terry's are also on the way. They're a week on the way. Hi, Barbara. And I'm going to show them today. So, yeah. That is a unique way of spelling Terry. Dee Dee, good on you. You haven't opened them yet. Oh, my God. Stop the adulting right now. Just open it. They just came. Okay. All right. Hi, Ruth. Open them, Dee Dee. I want to know. Hi, Tori. Hi, Ruth. Yeah, I'll quickly flip through all of them. Again, I'm glad it's done. The mess is gone. Everything's good. Hi, Kat. Hi, Annette. In a minute. I thought you were just going to sit there and adult till Wednesday. It was going to drive me crazy. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Lisa. This is a color book page that I did this weekend. It's going to be a poster. Hi, Vaughn. Dee Dee got so much fun stuff this morning. Ugh. I don't have very much fun stuff, but I'll show you anyway. Oh, and I want to get out a couple of paintbrushes here. Which ones do I want? Oh, I think we'll use the bigger one. All right, I'm going to watercolor today. I almost colored. I almost picked another page out of the snark book. I actually add the snark. The book doesn't have snark. It's out of that coloring book that Dee Dee sent me. Y'all did snark on her stream. So all the comments that the fibs made are still in the book. That's not saying I'm going to use them. I'm just saying they're in the book. But I almost picked that page out of here. There's so many cute pages. Dee Dee started this one and then didn't finish it. But I was thinking I could use my markers in it. And I probably will save this till next week. I think this page is so pretty. I might do this page. But anyway, nick my daisies. I will nick you. So you all came up with the snark for this book. And then yesterday I didn't have anything going and I didn't have a whole lot of time. And I thought, I'm going to get that book out. I like this page too. So anyway, that's the book that it came out of. And then I added the snark actually. So hi to anybody I missed coming in. We'll give it a few little minutes. There's 21 people here, but we'll give it a few little minutes. Do you need something? Hang on. I'm going to mute you guys for just a second. He's really working on getting a new mower, and I'm really working on not. For what you're going to put in the mower, we could just hire somebody to come and mow the damn grass. Quit worrying about it. Dee Dee, we're still on the mower. Ooh, I hate mowers. I hate anything that has a motor in it. That's it. Anyway, let me move on from here. So let me show you. You guys know that there was Prime Days last week. And I waited until like the very last minute and then I rushed in the door. And the only thing I bought was some more of those white paint pens, Artistro white paint pens. They were part of Prime. And then I got 2 fire sticks and and then I bought these cool ruling pens. I don't like them. My original ruling pen is so much better. But I thought, well, maybe these will make thinner lines. So I did go ahead and get them. And they're okay, but I still like my original one better. So, but they were $7. So that's all I got from Prime Days. Now I can put that away. And then you guys knew I'd been waiting and waiting and waiting for my Blick order, right? Hi, Joan. And it came, and I had ordered those watercolor sticks that Dee Dee showed, and I'd ordered 9 of them, but one of them was a set. And I guess before they shipped my order, they ran out. Hi, Jane. So all I ended up with was 4 of them, but I did play with them. And Dee Dee showed how you can soak them in water and activate them. But I got thinking, and I thought I'd just show you guys. I don't know if this is going to work or not. You might have to soak them. But I thought, well, I'm going to try to wet the paper and then see if they activate that way. I guess a little bit, because if you do it on the dry paper, they're real scratchy. They're not like a water-soluble pencil. I mean, I guess you could use them like this, but what's the point? Just go buy the water-soluble pencil. But I thought, well, what if I get the paper all wet? Come on. And I haven't tried. I do have one of those Derwent grinders that they sold for the ink tents. And I haven't tried that yet either. So let's go. Sound gone. Got to restart. Okay. Everybody else sound okay? I think I said hi to you, Jane. Let me see if I can find that grater real quick. All right. Let's try that. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. Derwent sells them, and they sold them for the Inktense blocks, I think. And I bought one, and I thank you. And I've never really used it, so I guess I did use it a few times, but let me wipe it out real quick. Make sure I don't have any other junk in there. Oh, look at I dropped some stuff on the page. I wasn't that huge a fan, to be honest, of Inktense. They're not horrible, but let's try grating one of these bad boys up. Which side is wet? Okay. It's just like a little cheese grater. So I'm just trying different ways so you guys can see. And then dump the little sprinkles out. I'm not sure what that's going to gain me. So I don't know. These are, I don't know if I'll order more or not. I ordered colors that I didn't have. Yeah, no, the crumbles are going to piss me off. Just saying. And I'm not going to spend that much time trying to get them to dissolve. So I thought the grater would work. I don't think I like that. I don't know if I could cut a piece off of it and turn this into like a watercolor pan. But at that point, I would say just buy see, that's how I use the Neocolor 2 sometimes, is I just take the color off. So these won't go to waste because these are colors that I didn't have already. So, you know, that's fine. Daniel Smith products are so nice. But the way they show on the different videos, is to soak it in a little bit of water and then put it onto your paper. That's really hard to control the amount of pigment that you're getting down. So I don't know. I think they're going to be really tricky to use, and I should have already probably played with them and seen all the different ways you can use them. But they're a new gadget and they're kind of fun. And the one color I really wanted was in the set that I didn't get. Now I'm kind of up in the air. I think I'll probably just order a tube of the color of paint that I want. That's where I'm coming down on these. They're cool though. And then Dee Dee, because she's such an enabler, she enables when you're not even on stream. She sends me videos of water. They're almost like magicals, but they're powdered watercolor. And so I'm not going to order them. And I'm not going to order the color cubes either, Dee Dee. Hi, Pam. I hope I haven't missed too many of you coming in. So yeah, I did get the 4 sticks. I like the lavender a lot. I did test them to see the colors. So I'll do that real quick. I should have more watercolor paper here because I keep my cutoffs. So let's see what colors I got. That first one that I showed you was Raw Sienna. This one is Cerulean Blue. So they are really pretty. I'm just not how useful they'll be. Because see how they leave a mark when you color it? Well, I can smear it around. And this is probably on B paper. So that's a cerulean. And then I bought yellow ochre. And I have yellow ochre in M. Graham, but not Daniel Smith. And I didn't soak that very long. So yeah, I think controlling the amount of pigment you get on when you're using them that way. And if you're just playing, you know, mixing colors, that's what I'm going to do today, but I'm going to use pan. Yeah, I don't think it'd be horrible. Hi, Dorothy. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope all is well in your world. And the last one is lavender. I have a hard time with purples in watercolors. So you can see that they're kind of fun. And if I had the colors that I wanted to use today, I probably would use them. But yeah, I just don't know how much I would actually use these. So there's that. But the lavender is really pretty. So those are the 4 colors I got. I'm not unhappy with them. Yeah, I think it's just another learning curve, you know. I'm just going to have to find out how to use them. This grater, that's not a good option. But I think if at the end of the day, if I don't like them in the stick form, what I'll end up doing is just like cutting a hunk off, using an X-Acto, cut the hunk off, put it in a pan and use it like any other watercolor. So I still think they're a fairly good value because right now Blick had them on sale. And so each of those was $9. And there's at least that much product that you would get in a tube. So yeah, I'm not unhappy, okay? I'm just not overly thrilled with them. You got some of your Daniel Smith, Kathy? Did you buy the sticks? Curious. And all the sets were out of stock, so that's why I didn't get the ones that I wanted. But oh well. Okay, this is Dee Dee. Those little notifications you're hearing in the background, that's Dee Dee. She's telling me that I will buy the color cubes. She will break you down. Yes, it's me. And then she sends me emojis. Like I'm the cool one emoji. Here's what I got to say to you, Dee Dee. Let me throw that in the trash. I'm going to use this a lot. You got the sticks, one set, and waiting for the other two. Plan on using them on art foamies. Okay, now that might be a really good thing. I don't I maybe have a couple of art foamies, but I don't have a huge amount of art foamies. Dee Dee is the cool one. Exactly. That's the exact emoji, Kimberly. Hi. Yeah, this is what I did this specifically for Dee Dee. Okay, did you get it fixed, Terry? Yeah, all I know is one of us is right and the other one is you. So I'll put those back in their little box until I figure out what exactly. Well, Kathy, I'm excited to hear what you think about them. I think for my purposes, honestly, I would just as soon have a tube of paint, fill up a half pan, put it in my stuff, and be done with it. Right? Okay, you got it all fixed up. Yeah, Dee Dee's adamant that I'm going to get those color cubes and store them on the back of my toilet. Hi, Linda Rents. Give Tim a big hug. Okay, what else did I? Oh, and then the other thing I bought from Blix was the Fabriano watercolor paper. I'm going to work on it today. Never tried it. Dee Dee got that big pad of. Was that watercolor paper, Dee Dee, that you got? But I did order that, and the price was okay. It wasn't great, but I have to say it's what, 140 pound, I believe. And I have played with it one time. Yeah, it's 140 pound, which is 300 GSM. And it behaved differently because I think it's 25% cotton fiber, if I'm right. Cold press. I don't know why I got it in my head that it was 25% cotton fiber. It doesn't say that on the pad here, so I could be on drugs. Wouldn't be the first time. So, hi, Debbie. Debbie, put in chat when you stream. I know you were planning on streaming at some point, but now I don't remember when it was that you were going to be streaming. So, yeah, I got a sheet of that out. So we're going to play on that Fabriano paper, and I'll try and be absolutely honest of my assessment. All right. I think that's it. That's all I have to show you guys. No, except my happy mail from Dee Dee. My spirit animal picked me out this awesome eye bookmark, which I love. And I'll probably use this in whatever current book I'm reading. Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern. Okay, you guys. Debbie is, a lot of these people, Debbie, are new, so they may not be familiar that you are one of our long time fibs. You do multimedia. She was a teacher, and I'm glad you're back, and I assume that you have retired. Hi, Darla. But Debbie Epps, if you like mixed media of all kinds, go check out Debbie Epps' channel. And I'm sure if you Googled or put Debbie Epps in the YouTube search bar, she's going to come right up. But she's been around forever and ever. So yeah, she's going to have to rebuild her channel, I think. You streamed the last 2 weeks. Next Friday, going to do a project. Okay, cool, Debbie. So yeah, just wanted to introduce you to some of the new fibs. Hi, Hermie. So yeah, so that was my bookmark, which I love because Denise is my spirit animal. And then out of one of the books that she was working in, there was if you gave her, what, I don't know, your birth date or something, I don't know. But anyway, my name is Olive Peacock Yardley. So I probably am going to keep this in the back if it'll fit, if I don't have to, oh, I don't have to cut it down. Good. Yeah, so my name now is Olive Peacock Yardley. And then Dee Dee was kind enough to send me 2 canceled postage stamps out of her collection. So, yeah, that's how it's going to be from now on. And then that damn Dee Dee, again, made me buy the bookmark sleeves. So I had this piece of art laying around, and that's why it's not measured out perfectly. I had to cut part of it off. But I did go ahead and make some bookmarks. Check it out. Check it out. Look at that one. That was cool, huh? Your Bridgerton name. Yeah, Ruth, something like that. So anyway, I did actually put together some bookmarks with junk that I had laying around here. I'm feeling proud of myself for that. So I'll be giving those away to you guys. Yeah. I think I bought a different kind than you, Dee Dee, because my sizing is a little different, but that's okay. Let me see. I've got one of yours right here. I'll know the difference. Let's see. Yeah, mine are a little bit more narrower and shorter, so I probably didn't pay as much for mine, Dee Dee. All right, and then, as you guys know, we have been hosting a swap, a zine swap, and Dee Dee gave out the prompts, and last Monday was the deadline, and I think on that day or the day after, I did get, did I show Tina's or not? Now I can't remember. Anyway, Tina Holmes was in chat that day, and her name was Tell Him Thank You. And she was kind enough to send me some additional zines that she made. And I couldn't remember if I had actually showed these on the stream. Hi, Raul. So thank you, Tina. That was very thoughtful of you to do it. One thing I'd say about your work is it's colorful, it's light, it's airy. I like it. I like it a lot. So I love this one. I liked all of them. I liked all the zines we got. So Tina, thank you so much. This is my colors, blue and brown. And this she did back in 2018, obviously. Oh, baby, it's cold outside. So I don't know if she did these for swaps. I'm not sure if she just did it because she liked it, but they're awesome little zines, and I'm happy to add them to my collection. So yeah. And then I didn't think you had seen those. Those were not part of the swap. She just sent me those as a gift, which I appreciated very much. And then the only zine that I've gotten since then that I could not include in the swap was Ruth Sheldon, who's in chat right now. So I'm going to go ahead and show her zines because I did get them finally. And she did the crocheting. And the prompts she used were pink, donuts, and any letter. So these were Ruth's that she tried her hardest to get them to me. She mailed them out on what? The 8th of the month, and they were due by the 15th. So that gave them less than a week to get here. So it was iffy at best. And I'm sorry that she had to pay so damn much extra to do this. My free advice next time, Ruth, is if you get bit by a spider and you can't mail them early, hang on to them. Because I am going to go ahead and return these to you, Ruth. I know you, I'm going to open it here in just a second, but I'm just going to lecture you in the meantime because that I live for that. Is just hang on to them and do it in the next one. But I am going to return these to you because after you had told me, oh, just keep them for the next swap, I got thinking, where am I going to put them? How am I going to know how to find them? whatever. I think I just rather return them and not be responsible, because I've learned that I'm not very responsible for that stuff like that. Anyway, all right, here we go. Anyway, she did the crocheting on it, and aglet. Isn't that the thing on the end of your shoelace? Yeah, and they're not, who knows what the next swap prompt is going to be. So she used her crocheting to go ahead and write the word. Cute idea. Octopus, pink, A. There's some donuts down there. More crocheting. Aglet, don't forget it. I thought aglet was the really the plastic end on your shoelace. Am I wrong there? You guys tell me. At least keep one. I will keep one, Ruth. I'd like to return them, so it's no big deal. But yeah, she did the background art and then put her crochet on top of it and took photos. So that's very cool. But yeah, these I will return them to you, and this is the one I will keep. And I have your self-addressed stamped envelope, so that I'll get those in the mail to you tomorrow. And then check this out. This is the whole big fat boy stack that I ended up with. Stop. You have to open it up. Okay, all right, never mind. I got to open the whole thing up. All right, what am I looking for? Oh, this like granny square. Is that what I'm looking for? I'll just wait until she tells me. Donut. Okay, what am I not getting? It's a big donut. Oh, okay. All right. I get it. There's the big donut. I'm thinking, you know what? I couldn't see that looking at it, but when I look at the screen, it's apparent. Yeah, the bite's taken out. Okay. Duh. There you go. You guys will never get to see that. Sorry. Anyway, fun zine, Ruth, and I'll set it over here. All right. So these are in no particular order, because when I do the swap, I just take everybody's self-addressed stamped envelope and lay it out on the table. And then I put their zines on top of that. And then I go one by one, and next 6 people or 5 people I take one off for me, and then the next 5 people get theirs. So these are in no particular order, okay? This was Brian Metlock. He used a calendar as his substrate. And I'll just flip through them quick, because there's 23 of them. Well, 24 with Ruth. Paint, the letter C. To live by a sea like Octopussy. And there's his octopus. Here's to ships coming in. It was like an Easter egg hunt. And this one is Tina Holmes, who sent me the other 3 zines. She obviously has much experience at doing this, right? And let's see. Her prompts were any letter, decorated letter, paint, and it's called Blessings. So, all in purple. And each letter has, each page has a letter of create. Art supplies. I love art supplies. Creativity is allowing yourself to make mistakes. Art is knowing which ones to keep. Well, keep trying, girl. Nice work, Tina. Nice work. This one is from Carol Lyons. Sea Lions. Okay, she found a jewel. There's a ship. There's an octopus. Snack time, yum, donuts. Yeah, the purple one is very cool, right, Raul? Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest in the sea? I'm still cute after eating all those donuts. I'm especially cute when I'm eating donuts. Let's explore the cave. I'm so brave. Red, white, and blue. My adventure comes to an end. I hope you have enjoyed hanging with me. Have a great summer. In her lawn chair. So she tried to cram a bunch of them in there too. She got octopus ship, lawn chair, mirror, jewel, cave, pink. You want to see somebody do a great job with Dee Dee prompts is go follow Terry Brett on Instagram. I think just search Terry Brett. You'll find her. And you'll see the amazing artwork she does with prompts. I love the cover of this one. Doesn't matter what else is inside. I love the cover. And this is from Darla Phillips. And Darla's in chat today. So mine was the first thing I've ever made. Well, Darla, I would say you did unbelievably well because she got goth in there. There's an octopus. 8 legs are better than 1. I don't know. I'd fall down the stairs. How many stories could be told? And that's a rusty lawn chair. Tell. Even a fly can be beautiful. Just keep going and have purpose. There's the broom. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That's what I'm going to look like. So she used ship, cave, gothic, octopus, lawn chair, fly, broom. And Dee Dee always tells you on Monday. She usually gives out prompts on Mondays to at least Terry, because Terry really uses all of them. But she tells you, even if you don't intend to maybe use those prompts this week or whatever, have a place in your Society of Idea Collector books or somewhere where you write them down. Because, I mean, just look at all these magical little things that people created using prompts, things you would never put together. Did you know that the octopus is a master of disguise? This is Ollie, the octopus. And this is from Devin Rex for Art, also known as Bossy Butt. Ollie's looking for the perfect spot, not my colors. So there's an octopus, too stuffy. This looks promising. And there's her lawn chair and there's pink. So, and all you had to do, Dee Dee pulled 15 prompts and all you had to do was use 3 of them. So, and look at having a happy sunny day. And this one is Jasper. Jasper is also in chat today. An unknown fact of how Surratt and a fly invented pointillism, which Surratt is known for pointillism. Written and illustrated by Jasper. That's her cover. And I can't read them all because it's just take too long. So there you go. She drew a portrait of Surratt. Raising the broom. There she got a broom in it. An octopus. Paint. Surratt. Pointillism. So she shoved a bunch in here too. So good job, Jasper, and thanks for playing with us. Okay, and this is Missy. Missy's around. I don't know if she's here at this stream today, but she's typically at the streams. So this is Missy, and Missy this one's really unusual, which I applaud Missy for that, because some of the prompts just led your thinking, I think, to a certain extent, but she used paint, pink, donuts, any letters decorated, and Surratt. So, but hers is completely different because it's all about her grandkids. So I'll just read their names. There's Revan, there's Cash, and there's, all the different colors. And the letters are up there. And Dak, I think Dak, and Easton. And they're all pretty little. So this is fun because it's all about her little grandchildren. And one of them's favorite food was donuts. So, yeah. So it's like they're all so vastly different, right? And everybody's going to approach it differently. And this one I know is Marsh's, because Marsh did a video about his. and he put it on, it feels kind of like newsprint paper. And this is quitting time. Quitting time. And I would recommend going over and watching. It's a short video, maybe 10 minutes of Marsh actually doing this. But he's a miner down in a cave looking for some unknown treasure. And this I thought was brilliant because he used the security feature in the inside of envelopes to create that background, which I thought was brilliant. And in fact, I opened an envelope the other day that had security feature in it. I thought, should I keep that? And I thought, where are you going to put it? So I didn't save it. So, yeah. But yeah, his background is all the security features. And there's the miner, click. And there's all the pink jewels that he discovers in his quest down in the middle of the earth. So see how they're all so unbelievably different? And this one is from, some people put their names on the inside. Oh, and this one I've got folded all goofy. What the hell? All right, hang on. I got to refold it. That's what I'm always afraid of. Okay. This is freaking nature. I know that birds have little birds. Frogs have little frogs. That pussycats have little cats. And dogs have little dogs. That proper mink have little minks. And fish have little fishes. Then why don't sinks have little sinks? Instead of dirty dishes. So this one, I know why it was folded wrong because I had to get inside. This is Ruth Edwards. So cute. So unbelievably cute. Go check out his channel, Ruth. Marsh he is a comic book artist. I mean, I think he has a real job. And if his wife doesn't go into labor today, they're going to induce her tonight. So Marsh is just on the cusp of being a daddy. And what he doesn't realize is his life is going to change so enormously in the next 24 hours. And he won't recognize it for a while, probably for a long time, that the change in his life is going to be amazing. So thanks, Dee Dee, giving me a little update. Yeah. So this one is Cindy Daly. And Cindy hangs out, I think, most commonly at Dee Dee's. And she's got an octopus with a mirror sitting on a beach in a lawn chair. So she pretty much completed the prompts in this first page. And this is all her original art. And there's a mouth eating a donut, and there's a fly nearby, and there's a cave, and a sea, and there's a pink house, and maybe those are jewels. And then she drew a little portrait of herself, which I thought was really cute. Yeah, the mouth. I don't look that pretty when I'm eating donuts because there's coffee dripping down my chin from when I've dipped them. And this is Lisa. She drew a little. Now, this is all collage, which I thought this one was really cool because it is collage. But she got a lawn chair out there, an octopus. She drew that on the bricks. I think this was her goth page. But look at how well the collage works all together. And there's paint and a cool art desk. There's a broom. And there's a bunch of donuts sitting in the kitchen. But look at how she used all different things to collage it all together. So, and she put it on the inside, what the prompts were. We had 15, and I think she crammed all 15 in here. So good for you, Lisa. Lisa Beard. So this is Pink Journey. This is by Linda Rentz. It seems we enter that living room. You think, Raul? Pink Journey. Yeah, Linda Rentz. And Linda does watercolor collage. So there's all the jewels. There's some pink in there. Beware of imitations. The king. A unicorn. There's a lawn chair. Out in the garden. It almost had to have a train in it, didn't it? And look at this little Daphne's diary with the little octopus on it. And there's the color wheel for the eye. I like that. That feature is really good. So she used jewel, lawn chair, octopus, and pink. So thanks for playing with us, Linda. And then as an extra bonus, hi, Ego Brain. We got one from Tim. And if anybody who's not familiar, you should be, but if you're not, Tim is Linda Wren's son, and he has the most beautiful smile on the planet. And I'm just a little bit in love with Tim. That's all. So this is Octo Guy by Tim Rentz, and he's got the decorated letters, and this is in Copycat. Copycat, reaching, stretching, octopus. Playing ball. Leapfrog. Now, an octopus playing leapfrog, how much fun is that? Illuminated TNR, pink, and octopus. So, Tim, as always, thank you for playing with us. Tim got 6 back, just like everybody else. Oh, and that was one thing I was going to say. Dee Dee had sent in extras of her zine. I had made extras of mine. And then some of the people who participated sent in extras as well. So one of the very coolest thing was you were supposed to get 5 back. Send in 6, get 5 back. But because of the extras, I was able to send everybody 6 back. And I think in some, because I had extras, I just shoved 7 in. And I didn't pay any attention to who got them. I just had like 3 or I don't know how many, a handful, a small handful more. So I just dealt them out like cards. So if you got 7, don't feel all special because I didn't pick you specific. I just randomly did it. So some people submitted 6 and are getting 7 back just because people were generous and sent some extras in. This is Vol. I don't even have to look it up. Vol is another professional illustrator, comic maker. So this is not the standard we use. And we're not judging anyway. But just so you know, going in, Vol is a professional comic maker. So, and he did his like a little staple book. But he obviously put a lot of time in this. He really did. But there's no words in it, so you get to kind of make your own story. But he's obviously talking about the pink jewel. And I've read it. I've looked through this one several times, so I know how it ends. But look at the face, the expressions, the backgrounds. Ah, I see it. There it is. Here comes the warrior. It is a masterpiece. It really is. And there's the fly up there. They're going to do battle. They're going to do battle over the pink jewel. So he did pink, fly, and jewel. There we go. There's the battle. Look at, I mean, his expressions are so amazing. If you're lucky enough to get one of these, pay attention to the expressions on his face. Like, look at that. They are, Linda. Everybody did great. And there he goes. Picking up the jewel. Picking up the jewel. He won. Isn't that awesome? Love it. And then another one that can't be used to judge is Dee Dee Willingham. So she did the Surratt because of the dotted painting. And those are octopus suckers. I wish you could have included more slime, Dee Dee. Because I always imagine that if you touched an octopus, they'd be kind of slimy. Yeah, the fly, that was awesome. And then look at the cute little octopus back here. So she did paint, octopus, and Surratt. So everybody's approach is so different. It's just everybody's is so unique, specific to them, right? And this is from, some people put their name on the inside, so I hope I didn't end up one without a name. No, this is by Anne-Marie Davis. So she's obviously used pink on here. Look at the old advertisements. We need to go back to these days, okay? Little paint pot tentacles, right? I know. But yeah, I long for the old days, really. It's little, it lights, it's lovely. I never got a princess phone from my room. A diamond is forever. So she used pink, jewel, and I probably overlooked something else. So let me look inside and see what she says. Pink, jewels, and letters. Okay. Okay. And yeah, she used like the Saturday Evening Post and yeah. So good job. This is a mirror portal. I should remember who did this one because I did really like Leona. I like the, she had to do each one of these individually to get the mirror portal and stick it on each one. But she used collage. And there's the jewel and there's a mirror. And the portal obviously takes you to different places. So they end up going to two different places, decided they missed each other, Stonehenge. But they missed each other, so they ended up going back together on the beach. It's a nice story. I mean, you don't even need words to recognize that it's just a whole little story. They missed each other. They met back up at the beach. And she used the lawn chairs. Ah, this is nice. So you never know what you're going to get till you open them up. And this one's Terry Brett. I would recognize her amazing little characters anywhere. This is Macy, and she wanted to paint. Yeah, how cute that is. Those days weren't necessarily that great. Jane, I just don't want to go back to where we have to wash our clothes on rocks. But if we went back and we were a little nicer, were they not? I think they were nicer back then. Anyway, look at little Macy. She bought new brushes and paints. What shall I paint? A scene, flowers, a house. Look at how cute she is. This is hard, but then keeps at it, looking better. Then she ends up painting a cool little platter of donuts. I did it. And Terry, one thing I'll say about yours, I mean, I obviously love your characters and your approach to the prompts. If you're going to make your copies at home, Terry did a really bright thing because copiers don't copy edge to edge. And I try and leave margins on mine so that I have the option of copying it at home. But I love how you did the little borders and each one has its own little page. Yeah. A platter of donuts. Terry, your art is impressive in how you've improved. They're all hard to fold, Terry. Yours aren't any better or worse than anybody else's. They're hard to fold to get all the corners straight. It's all good. And this is from Jacqueline Lovely. I think in chat she's Lovely's, oh, Lovely's Crafting Lodge. So, and she used stickers, pink background. I would consider this goth. I think the whole zine is kind of goth. There's a jewel. Paint your masterpiece here. Yeah, gothic pink and paint. So, can you imagine how we all came up with such different stuff with the same prompts? It's just amazing. And this is from Alyssa. And I think Alyssa said in her letter, and I didn't keep any of the letters or anything like that, but I think Alyssa said that this was her first one. And here's an example of how it doesn't copy edge to edge. I mean, not that it's distracting or anything, but Terry's solution around that, where she just built it in, is a smart approach. Anyway, here's the jewel games. They're doing volleyball with jewels. That's funny stickers. So this was her first one. She did pink jewel and then decorated letter there. So you blame the paper? There you go. Yeah, because I think when you print off the page, they call it a bleed. One Man's Trash. This is from Regina Brown. And she's a newer fib. Exactly. A lot of these are first timers. So I'm impressed at what they came up with. This, she did a ship. That was one of the prompts. There's the lawn chair. Regina, your characters are also adorable. Look at that little crab sitting in the lawn chair on the beach. Or actually under the sea, because there's little fishies.
An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular device. An idiot is attempting.
Right. They're going to have to leave a message. Anyway, and the little fish, look at him. The characters are so unbelievably cute. Oh no, there's a bikini top. And look at the look on his face. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. No, it was from town. I think I know who it is. They can leave a message. It's an, okay, so One Man's Trash, and you go through, is another's treasure. And then look at this octopus. Oh, I did save her envelope. Stop calling me.
An idiot.
He really is an idiot. Anyway, she did this octopus on the outside of her letter, and I think I put it in the Beast because I couldn't throw it in the trash. Let me see. Oh, I can't remember where I put it now. I put Sharon's little card in the Beast.
Attempting to reach you on your cellular device.
I'm about ready to answer this and say, are you trying to piss me off? He calls back, and I think I know who it is. Yeah, I'm going to ask him, are you trying to piss me off? Anyway, your octopus is amazing. Cute. Leave a freaking message. 12 million tons of plastic finds its way into the ocean every single year. And she used ship, lawn chair, mirror, Surratt, pink, octopus, and jewel. Good job, Regina. Sales call, go for it. No, it's a guy that I called looking, Dee Dee, looking for a part. Robert's having trouble.
Is attempting to reach you on your cellular device. An idiot is attempting to reach you on your cellular device. An idiot is attempting to reach you on your
All right, I just turned the phone off. All right, this is the octopus and the fly. This is Sharon Lombard. That card that I just showed you is from Sharon. And I think hers was the first one I got. The octopus and the fly. Look at her illustrations are adorable too. Like this octopus actually has real life expressions, right? Fly comes flying in, gets fly swatter out. swing and smack. Look at the little butt on the fly. Oh my God. Does it get any better than that? A little butt on the fly. Oh my God. It's not the guy with the six pack. No, it's not. I never met the guy. I shouldn't have given him my number. I knew I shouldn't. Anyway. But yeah, look at, he ends up getting out all these tools in the fly. He wrecks his coffee table and the fly just goes right out the window. I just love this octopus so much. And then this was mine. And it's a story about a fly and an octopus who become friends. And I did the cover in Surratt, right? I won't read the whole thing. But anyway, there's the fly in his scuba gear. And there's the cave that they go to so that he can pursue his dreams of painting. And there's the pink jewel that he painted in pointillism. And there's a decorated letter that he did. And there's Norman is the name of the octopus. And there's Norman doing a self-portrait. And in case you didn't catch on, his last name is Rockwell. Doing this, I was cracking up. So, yeah, and I used all but one of the prompts. But the fly's name is Marty McFly. And the octopus is Norman Rockwell. That's why it's an unlikely friendship. Thanks, Raul. That was an easy one. And there's a little donut. Yeah, he's holding a donut in that picture because I had to shove donut and there's a broom just there. So I did end up shoving. The only one I didn't use in mine was Gothic. So anybody who participated, thank you so much. I think it was really successful. And I hope those of you that get your zines back are happy with what you've received. You should be, because there's not one of them there that I would say, I would wish I didn't get that one, because they're all so well done. And I think it just proves that we're all different places and we all approach things from different ways, but you always come out with something that's really fun and worth having. So thank you again for participating. And now I'm going to, and I'm not going to stay on that long because I am going to go with Robert and deal with this freaking lawnmower mess we've got. Don't even ask, because by now I'm just pissed off about it. Okay. So this is the book I showed, I don't know, a week or two ago. They are all so cool, right, Hermie? And I followed her on Instagram. I think Patty Tully Parrish actually introduced me, sent me a link and said, look at this girl's watercolor. And I followed her on Instagram. And she is, I just love her work. She doesn't do landscapes or anything like that. All of her work is abstract with doodling on it, which I'm really partial to it. I love it. So I did one of these. I did this one on stream a couple weeks ago, and then I did post that on Instagram. And then I did some of these just for fun. And the thing I like about them is you get to use your really cool stuff. And it's like no pressure art. And that's what I would say about people who are getting into watercolor, especially. Do something abstract and get familiar with the product and the supplies that you use in the brush, the paint, the whatever. Nothing says you have to use expensive watercolor paper or the best paints or anything like that. Just get it out and play with it and see how it works. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to do something like this, only I think I'm going to do it in this color palette. I just think that is gorgeous. Let me see if I can get it up to the camera. And she doesn't necessarily, I don't think, have a tutorial on this. Maybe this is a tutorial. What the hell? I don't know. But I thought, oh, she does. So yeah, we'll just play with it on my new paper that I'm not that familiar with and see what we end up with. I'm not going in with any preconceived ideas of what's going to happen, how it's going to happen, but look her up on Instagram, and I think this is a perfect way to just play with your products. You'll end up with something nice, and if I don't like the end product, I might be able to cut it up and turn it into bookmarks. There you go. So to keep everyone up to date, Jen just pissed off with the paint crumbs and pissed off with the lawnmower. Barbara, I am just a whiny little wench today, aren't I? I have to say I am. Only I'm happy. I'm a happy pissed off wench. No, I want to go with Robert because honestly, we're on the edge of either fixing this one, which he's had forever, or getting a new one. And you guys, these are not cheap lawnmowers. We're talking probably $15,000. And I'm just at the point where it's so damn hot here in the summer. I'm not crazy about Robert out doing it. I'm just thinking, for that $15,000 or whatever we're going to spend, we could pay somebody to mow a lot of grass, right? And not have to worry about the maintenance and where to park it. And so that's the kind of little dilemma I'm having. Am I wrong? But Robert loves his mower. He loves the damn mower. And I think all it would take to fix the mower, and I don't know nothing about engines. I don't want to know about engines. I wish anybody who designed an engine had it shoved up their ass. I'm not kidding. That's where I'm at. But he loves his lawnmower, and I don't want to deny him a lawnmower. But I think all it's going to take is an alternator. And if you can slap an alternator on it, do that. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Somebody either give me some good advice here or just say, shut up and go buy the man a mower. I pay for a service and it's totally worth it. See, Kristen, that's where I'm at in my life, is that I'd rather somebody come, mow, blow, weed eat, come, go. There's no grease on the garage floor. It just makes my life easier. But if it gives Robert joy and something to get him out of your hair. See, Jane, this is what I'm going through. Robert does love getting out on that stupid mower, even in 120 degrees. Like, he'll go out there and sweat his ass off and be so happy, and then come in the house and tell me how hot and sweaty and tired he is. Hey, we could hire somebody to do that for you. See the dilemma I'm having? All right. So anyway, yeah, I want to do something like this, right? So that's what we're going to do because it's low pressure. Yeah. So, and another really cool thing that I did, two cool things. I've been swearing that, well, I swear all the time, but that I'm going to redo my Daniel Smith M. Graham palette for the longest time. That's why my light is a little goofy. So I went ahead and did that, laid everything out different in the order that I wanted it, and did a new swatch card. So, all right, Lisa's saying, if he loves it, let him do it. It's his outlet. If he can be fixed, I'd say do it and let him have his fun. It must give him purpose. Look at that. Yeah, I know. I'm not wrong. Thank you, Darla. You're my new best friend in the world. I know. And so that's why otherwise I just say, just go do whatever you need to do. Get the hell out of here. You're driving me crazy. But if it's really going to mean a new mower, or I don't know, I don't want him going to a lawnmower outlet without me. All right. I think we should fix it. Or I told him, even what we could do is have them come pick it up, take it, fix it, deliver it back. You don't even have to get your hands greasy. It didn't work that way. All right. You have a snow clearing and lawn service? Well, Barbara, then you understand how stupid men are. they'll go out and even mess with those things rather than just hiring somebody and get it done. Okay, see, okay, Ruth, you'll understand Robert then, because when we had the farm, we had John Deere tractors, we had, oh, what's the other one? We had at least one tractor of every name brand. We had lawnmowers, multiple lawnmowers. We had four-wheelers. We had a freaking backhoe. So the whole, and we've pared it all down now where we've only got one tractor, one lawn, well, no, we've got two lawnmowers, but I keep telling him sell one of them. No, it wasn't Kubota. It's like a tractor, not a lawnmower tractor. Yeah, so that's what I deal with, is greasy crap all the time. Anyway, I love my new palette. Love my new palette. And then I'll show the picture. Oh, I have to turn my phone back on because I turned it off because that goofball kept calling. I did another new little build, but let's pick out the colors that we want to use. Oh, and I didn't clean a palette, so All right, and then I'll show you the other fun thing that I did. So let me look at the book and see what colors I want. I definitely want that dark blue. We actually looked at Kubotas yesterday or Saturday. Okay, so I want the dark blue. Do I have that one? Indianthrone blue. Indigo. I don't have indigo, believe it or not. Ivory black and Payne's gray. So I've got Payne's gray and that blue. I don't have indigo. And then I'll use the neutral tint for the black. But I think I'd like a medium, maybe kind of blue. I may have to order indigo. All right, let's get this going since I'm not going to be here very long. I think this is close to the blue. And there's just very little left. Jasper, are you proud that I'm not going to waste the paint? But I was really happy to get this paint reorganized and a new swatch sheet built. And this, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that was Payne's gray. So we'll put Payne's gray in there. And see, everything's different now, so I have to look for it. This was sepia. This is Payne's gray. I really need to order some new Payne's gray. And if you don't water Payne's gray down enough, it ends up looking very much like black. I'll test these colors here in just a minute. I'm thinking, though, don't clean your palette, just buy more palettes. They're cheaper than the lawnmower. That's good advice, Ruth. Thank you. I'm just thinking about maybe I'll add a little bit of, and one of those is phthalo blue green. I just don't know which one, so I'll just use it. Yeah, we'll use this one just in case. And I don't know how this is all going to work on this paper too, because I've not really done much on this paper. Those will be our 4 colors. If we need more, we'll get more out. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get the whole page wet. We're going to do everything wet on wet. I think I haven't even looked at her instructions to know. Yeah, I'm not going to read it either. And I probably should mask this onto, I think I will, onto a cutting board. Didi, are you making fun of me again, as usual? I hope so. All right. All right, where did my tape go? There it is. Just buy a studio size watercolor palette that holds like 30 some odd paints. Yeah, I can't do that. I'm gonna do that. That would make far too much sense. That's right. I have to save the space on the back of my toilet for my color cubes that I'm not gonna buy. The studio palette comes with a lid. I think I've looked at that, Jasper. And honestly, I don't have any place for it. Like, I'm not even hosing you there. Oh, that's not exactly straight. If you're going to do this, at least get it straight. There we go. That's the straight one. Just a matter of time. Look at her. She's so sure of herself. Ah. I should have moved that up a little bit, but this will be okay. There's that. There's that. Okay. All right, there. I do like to tape it down, especially if I'm going to be using a lot of water and it's real wet. It helps the paper not to warp quite so badly, right? You could buy them. They stack on each other, so only take up 5 by 5, so that excuse doesn't work. Oh my gosh, Kathy Berg. She knows that. She won't listen. All right, let's get this paper wet and start slapping some paint down. I'm going to ignore you guys. So if I don't talk to anybody anymore, you know why. All right, and this is the Fabriano watercolor paint from Dick Blick. And I'm sure you can get it on Amazon. I'm sure you can get it anywhere. I just ordered it with my Dick Blick order so that I could get over that shipping threshold. And if you think that is not by design, you are so on drugs. And at Blick, it's not hard to get over the threshold. Okay, so everything's really nice and wet now. I'm going to use a number 8. And I'm not going to read her instructions. I'm just going to look at what she did. And I got something on my screen that I don't want. Okay, there we go. All right, let's start. She She doesn't even say what color, but she starts about a quarter inch, it looks like, and it looks like she actually masked it off. I'm not going to mask anything. So we'll take let's start with the Payne's Gray. And I don't think holding this up at an angle is going to make any difference unless I really add a lot of paint, which I'm doing now. And because I'm not a purist, if I want a white line in there, I'll go back in and draw it. I won't use Temu anyway. That's not you. It's probably that dumbass who kept trying to call me. If you won't answer your phone, I'll just text you. Nope. All right. I guess he must have gotten the hint that I didn't want to talk to him. I can pretty much tell you right now, mine is not going to look like hers. And this paper is drying pretty quick. So from there down, I may have to re-wet it. I'm going to re-wet it up here right now. In fact, I'll drag that into it a little bit. And this is the darker blue. I like wet on wet, just watching what the paint is going to do. And I think like right now, trying a new paper like this, it's a good way to get a feel for the paper. And I'm going to get some hard edges there because I didn't wet the paper again. So if I do decide to go back in and add that moon or whatever, I think I will. Get a little rag here or a napkin or something. Okay, Shelly, this is, hi, by the way, it's Fabriano. I got it at Blick. I don't know if you can get it on Amazon. 1264 Fabriano. And I think I remember it saying that it was 25% cotton fiber, but I don't know that for sure, okay? And its size is 7 by 10. I did that just in case I want to go back and put the moon in. Now I'm going to go ahead and re-wet. It is warping a little bit, even though it's taped, but that's fine. Weird color choice, right? You just never know what you're going to get. I think this was the Payne's Gray again. It's not like I really have a plan here, you guys. There's no plan. You may have figured that out. I just really wanted to play with the paper. It is, Payne's Gray is the best, Kristen. Probably didn't get enough out. Now I'm going to introduce that last color that I chose. This was not in her palette. I added it to mine. And if you end up with, you know, blobs of paint or whatever that you don't want somewhere, just have a rag or something nearby to go ahead and pick it up. No, this was the color I was going to add. Oh, this one I'm not. I'm just going to leave it kind of in a line. Now, I do love what that down there is doing. I want that to stay just like that. All right, I'm going to get some more Payne's Gray out. French Gray, yeah, I like French Gray too. All right, here's some Payne's Gray. I'm going to get some more Payne's Gray out. And I'm going to make that a little bit stronger there at the top now that it's a little bit drier. But I want that to stay like that. I like that. I think I will re-wet it. Living dangerously over here. And I will get a hard water edge there. But I'm going to keep this spot kind of white. I want to keep that real dark area up there. Down here, I'm not so concerned. Is that the one? Let me look. Boy, it's going to take me a while to get used to this new watercolor layout. And I hope I'm not sorry that I did it, you know? I'd put it off for so long for the very reason that I don't want to get used to where I move things. You know, when I get this down, because this is going to take a little while to dry. I think I rarely. Yes, Shelley, this is out of that book. I think you ordered it. Of course, mine isn't going to look like hers, and I didn't use the exact colors that she used. But yeah, she's my inspiration for this. And it's going to take a while to dry this. That's the problem with watercoloring on stream is ideally, you know, I could set this down, get up, walk away. I'll show it to you. I just unburied it, Shelley. And let it dry. But when you're on stream, you can't really do that. So you just kind of got to deal with what you got. I am going to pick up like some of this, just the excess. I won't get it all the way back down to the white paper. And some in here. And when you're doing something like this, you pretty much have to be okay with whatever happens. You can't go in and have some preconceived idea. I mean, I could have controlled it a little bit more than I did on here, but I really wanted to see what the paper was going to do, how the paper was going to take the water. So, yeah. Let me see if I took a picture of the other fun thing that I did. Okay, and then I wanted to move my, I'm just going to talk for a minute while this kind of sets up a little bit and before I hit it with a heat gun. I wanted to build something where I could move my Prima watercolors in my room where I would actually use them. I used to keep them out in my art on the couch stuff. So this is what I did. I built, oh, can you guys see that? Blurry, come on. Focus, you freak. Okay. I have no space in my room. So this is where my table, where my laptop usually sits. And it's just like a cardboard or a TV tray kind of table. So it just fits back in there. And I thought, well, it can sit out in the middle of the room a little bit because that's where I normally use it, right? So I went ahead and did a build so that I can put all my little Prima watercolor tins in there. And Dee Dee, I have not added anything. And I had a place for my tiara and my monkey and my queen. So all my fun stuff can be in there and I can find all the things I want to put in these other little cubbies. Isn't that cool? So that was the only other thing I did since I saw you last. And I'm really happy with it. Cool, right? I see a space to the right for the color cubes. Ruth, you need to pick a side, girl. Well, I think it's going to end up being very useful, and that's kind of what I was more interested in, is that it would be useful. All right, I'm going to hit this with a heat gun, and y'all can just sit and chat and make fun of me all you want. the tiara needs its own box? No, the tiara needs to sit out where I can admire it, right next to the queen. It's drying fairly quickly. Now I think what I want to do, and I know it seems crazy to dry something and then go back in and add more, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Get my paint back out here. And I'm not going to wet the paper. The places that are already wet, I'll just go ahead and slop up. But I'm going to go back in and add. Oh my God, you could sit the tiara on top of the color cubes. Well, no, I couldn't do that, Kathy, because the color cubes, that isn't that much space. And I don't want anything blocking my God Bless America sign. Can you see that? See the God Bless America sign? I like that. So I can't put anything there that's going to interfere with my ability to appreciate my hard work making that God Bless America sign. So there you go. I think y'all are plotting against me. I swear to God, you're plotting against me. I'm getting some little bit more of the dark blue out. And I'm going to use it fairly. I'm not wetting the whole page, okay? So don't freak out when you see this. Yeah, I don't want anything messing with my God Bless America. And this was all just a thought here in the last few days, so. Move the hook up if you need to. I don't wear the tiara because it's too small for my head roll, but that doesn't mean that I'm not deserving and that I don't love it. I don't wear tiaras. I wear baseball caps. Y'all are just plotting against me. And don't forget, if I wanted to go over to YouTube, I could put my boots on. Y'all are crazy. Okay, so, and then I want to add some more blue down here. I think I want this darker. One thing, after the paint is dry on this paper, which I like a lot, it's not moving. So it absorbed it all very nicely. And I don't really want a hard line right there, so I've got to be a little bit careful here. And I'll just keep messing with this until I get it somewhat where I like it. Because remember how that blue was going out like that? I think on the B paper, that would have stayed because it would have dried so quick. But on this nicer paper, yeah, that just all blended out. So now I'm going to have to do this exact same painting on the cheaper paper to see how it behaves. And so I have a ridge in the paper right there, so that's just going to live there. I'm going to leave it. It's going to stay there. And I'll add a little bit more of the dark blue up here. Because I want that edge really nice and dark. And if that goes down into that gully, I'm okay with that too. All right, let me clean up some of this mess. Hit it with the heat gun, and then I'll start doodling for a little while before I have to go scram-a-lam and figure out what I'm going to do to help Mr. Vaughn. The bundle of 2 is $67. That's not so horrible. All right, let me hit this with a heat gun real quick, and then I'm going to start doodling on it. Yeah, see, Kathy, yeah, the watercolor sticks were far more than that. Kathy's really working on me. Dee Dee, how much did you pay Kathy? Is the check in the mail? What'd you bribe her with? I want to know. All right. I think I can work right here in the middle. Shh. Those are what? Sticks. Jolu, are you asking about the watercolor sticks? The watercolor sticks are very, very cool. I'm going to have to pick some of this up, I'm afraid, because I'm going to get my sleeve in it sure as anything. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the excess, and whatever happens, happens, and we're going to be okay with it. Because that's how we're going to do this. Not in love with the background, but since I'm on stream and I don't have time to really mess with it anymore, and I'm ending early, I'm going to go ahead and just work with this. But just knowing me and how neurotic I am, not nearly as neurotic as Kathy and Dee Dee, but I'll admit that I have a little bit of neuroses going on over here. I probably will redo this entire background, and I'm going to try it on the B paper again, and I may try it again on Fabriano. Just no, I don't know. Bye, Shelly. Go have a great afternoon. I'm not going to be here much longer because I want to go get this other thing done. All right, let's see. Get out my old paint pen. See if I can get it to work. And if you'll notice, I'm not using a ruler. Probably should get out one of those new paint pens I got, huh? Could be too that it's not wanting to write on the wet paper, but let's try the new one. So if they're crap, I can send them back, which I won't do anyway. I mean, they were less than $1 a pen on Amazon days. Getting a new one out. We're going to give this one a go. 11:39 and dinner is done. Oh my gosh. I probably, since I'm having to do this for Robert today, chances are really good that he's going to buy me dinner somewhere in town. Now in Veneta, the direction we have to go, the options are really limited, you guys, for fast food, because I don't want to go sit in a restaurant. So I probably will end up with Brahms again. Do you guys have Brahms? Oh, spaghetti and meatballs. Yum. I haven't fixed spaghetti in a long time. I may do that this week, Annette. I love spaghetti and meatballs. And I like that you make enough that it lasts for multiple meals. All right, come on, pen. I'm counting on you. This is a choking hazard. I can't let Robert near it. Or maybe I need to get Robert near it. I'm not sure. You've never heard of Brahms? Brahms is famous for its ice cream. And then they always have like a little grocery area connected to it where you can get Brahms milk. Like they have their own dairy cows. And yeah, Brahms it's a nice little place. And I think it's primarily in the South. I think it actually started in Oklahoma, believe it or not. Now see, this nice crisp tip is not going to give me the big that line that I want, but that's okay. We're going to work with it anyway. Look how I've crushed this nib, where now it just blobs out paint. And I know poor Terry is over in the corner hyperventilating now because I'm not using a ruler and the line is blobby, and I'm really okay with that. This one is almost out of paint. Probably go in the garbage here momentarily. I'll use the nice brand new one for whatever doodles I'm going to put on it. Hope you made enough. I don't know how to make spaghetti any other way than enough for 300 people. That's the only way you can make good spaghetti. It's got to feed 300 people or it's just not okay enough. Okay. She doesn't show it. I'm going to use the other pen. She doesn't show this, but I'm going to go ahead and emphasize some of the watermarks. And then in there, I'll add the circle. Hey, Martha Audette. How's everything? Right now, while I'm thinking about it, and the paint's still wet. What did I do with the paint, you guys? There it is. Set it up here. I'm going to re-wet a circle up here. And I think I got it too far to the edge, but that's okay. And I'm going to take the kind of the turquoisey color and add some of it up here because I needed to introduce it again somewhere. So okay, we're going to leave that now. And that'll dry much lighter than it looks right now. So I might have to go in and add it again. Glad you dropped in, Martha. I'm not going to be here that much longer because Robert and I are going to have to go deal with mower part. Don't even ask me. It's a stupid thing. All right. One of the things, let me see if I have that one painting here so I can show. This is the one. This section in here, I want to do something kind of like that again. These new pens are going to come in really, really handy. I was hoping I'd have time to put some gold on here too. Pointillism. Martha, you came in too late to see all the zines. Dee Dee and I hosted a zine swap, and it ended last Monday, so I showed everybody zines again today. And that was kind of fun. You guys can't see. Let me pull you down really, really close. So I'm going to try and build the watermarks into the design. And I won't do anything with that wet circle right now. I'm doing everything I can to not get my arm in it because I'm famous for that. And I'm going to go right up to that halo, like right here, around the circle. And I might come back later and add more dots. I don't know. But I just want you to get an idea. And that will be an element that I will add somewhere else on the page, I think. And then now I almost wish I had a dry medium, but I'm going to go ahead and use watercolor, and I'll just have to hit it with a heat gun, but I'll try and use a minimal amount. I have to get some more paint. I'm almost out. Okay, I'm going to pull you out. And here, just under this line. I'm just trying to think. You know what? I know what I'm going to get. Don't touch that moon. I know, right, Terry? Leave it to me. I will put my hand in that moon if it's the last thing I do. I'm going to get out one of my bigger dot tools because you guys know how I love my dot tools. That was close, wasn't it, Terry? And I've done a few dots with watercolor, but we're going to try it. And I don't care if they're perfect. Hey, Julie Topaz. Finally got home from the state convention. You've been at a state convention. Why don't you go on one of those conventions where you come back down to Branson so we can go hang out over there together? Huh? That's what you need to do. You and Melissa need to come back. These might be a little too dark and a little too perfect, but we're not going to worry about that. I love me some good dot tools. And it's making little flicks of paint out alongside it. That's fine too. I don't really care. Oh, and another thing is I put little surprises in everybody's envelope. So everybody got a little surprise in their envelope if you entered the zine swap. I wish too, Julie. That was so much fun. All right, I'm going to let that dry for just a minute. Yeah, I'm going to let that dry. And then I'm going to add, and I need some more of the dark blue. I really don't want to get rid of that, though. All right, that could have been a dumbass mistake. All right, I'm going to have to end up working with it. Live and learn. Now, I just put a band of water there, so this will only spread so far. And I don't want any hard lines, so I'm going to stay away from where the edge of the water brush is and let it just move wherever it's going to move. If you search for clay tools, you can find some great dotting tools, bigger than usual. Yeah, I think that's what I did to get these was I just did dotting tools, and they had a set of 4, and I'll never want to dot bigger than that. Thanks, Jane. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to want a dot tool bigger than that. I'm not unhappy with it so far. And then I've got some more dark blue down here. So let's see what I want to do. Actually, I want this lighter. No way to pick it up. Just thinking. All right, we're going to repeat the dots, but I'm going to water it down a lot so they won't be as obvious as those up there, because those will dry. Maybe not as dark as they are right now, but they will dry darker. So I watered this down a lot. We'll see how dark it comes out, because I'm going to repeat that, the dots down here. Just thinking if I'd rather do that or do the watered down turquoise. It's hard when you don't have a plan, you just come up with whatever you want while you're doing it. All right, let me try the turquoise. When you water it down, you get not so perfect of circles. Not that I care. I mean, because I'm going to work on top of them. bossy butt. If you want to see all the zines, Devin, I showed all of them again at the beginning of the stream. So if you want to see them all, I showed a couple that I hadn't shown before, but I showed everybody's, yours included. And they went in the mail last Thursday. So Dee Dee got hers today. Yeah. And you know what I want to do? I don't think it, well, will it look too weird? I'm just thinking. Remember the other day? It was in one of those other paintings that I did. Let me see if I can find some crap. Just thinking. It was 6. Terry, I'm going to get into that moon yet. You just watch me. I'm doing everything I can. To do some of those shapes. Well, only if you want to see the zines, Devin. But yeah, it's amazing when you see them all together. How different they all are. Maybe just on some of these bottom ones. Because I think I might do another line. I'm not sure. This is almost just like doodling with paint. This wasn't in her original, but then when I thought of it, it was just like, I want to do that. And then I think I'll take the white pen. Because I wanted another white line, right? And there is a watermark here that I'm kind of following. I'm sure you guys can't see it on camera. And I'm going to use the nib that I crushed. I could do this with one of the dot tools and white acrylic paint as well. I'm just using this because at this point now I'm kind of in a hurry so that I can get my butt in gear to go do crap that I don't want to do. And after this is all dry, it's got to dry. I'm going to come back in with some of the gold, only I'm not sure how I'm going to add it. I'm not going to do it like the crack art. But I might do it like down in this where you can see the very definite watermark down here and up in here. Because in those circles, I'm going to go ahead and add some more white dots. And then I'll just start spacing these out down to the dark. But I will definitely be adding gold to this. I just haven't decided, and I'll probably add gold in this real dark area right there in the center where the gold will just really pop out. I'm not hating it, you guys. That's how I judge things. If I'm not hating it, then I'm okay with it. Let's see what else she did. She did a row of gold dots at the bottom, which I might do that. Just do the gold up into here. She kept it all very linear. I don't think I'm going to do that at all. And I'll probably add more white dots up in there. And then definitely, and I might have to put, I think I'm going to put more dark right now in that moon, because I will do the moon with gold in it. That's what I'm thinking right now. So how much of the really dark do I have left? I watered this down, so I'll go directly out of the pan, so I know it's dark enough. And it's just barely wet, so that's fine. Does this look like a mess, you guys? And that's about as much water as is left over here. And it does kind of look like a moon. Terry called it a moon. Okay, Terry, are you going to do one of these? And when's it going to be posted to IG? I want to know. No, no, no. Terry says no. I would prefer it didn't have like that line there, but after you get it, it's like you have to deal with it. And I think that's what makes you creative and inventive. What's Terry yelling at me no for? Fess up, Terry. All right, I'm going to pull out so you can kind of see the whole thing. And I may go back and add in more color. Like I think I would like, maybe not, I don't know. We'll just have to see. But I think I would like more of the kind of turquoisey blue. Yeah, I like it with the extra. Give me a chance. You'll give it a go. I touched the moon. Well, I touched the moon with a paintbrush, not my arm. Oh, you didn't want me messing with the moon. Wait until it's done, Terry. I do have an idea for these dark areas. I do have an idea for those. So we're not going to freak out yet. We can freak out later. I touched the moon. No, 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 don't touch the moon. Touch the moon. And I think I will. And because now it's got enough wet in it that if I do too much more, I'm really going to jack with it. So I'm going to turn it upside down. Because see, something like this, it doesn't have an up or down. But I think I'm going to take, oops, this is the wrong pen. I want the finer nib. But I think I will. Go up into this blue a little bit more. There are little boogers on it. White paint pens are the most amazing things. And I was really glad that I found them on Amazon days. I wish that would dry. I'm going to hit it with a heat gun real quick. The problem with that is, well, these Artistro pens, I've learned, do not reactivate the watercolor. Now there, I've got it so thick that it might. But I don't remember what I was working on the other day, and I used a jelly roll pen, and I was just smearing the paint. Well, what was I working on? I don't know. But anyway, and I thought, well, that's not working. So I got out the Artistro pen, quit moving the watercolor. Don't blow it away. No, I'm not going to blow it away. We're just going to hit it with a heat gun real quick. So you can see one thing that I plan on doing. Okay. I'm not going to dry those. They're going to take a while, but these up here are pretty dry. It's hard to tell. I can kind of tell which ones are dry and which ones aren't. All right. Do I want to use the old one? Or do I want to maybe use gold in that? No, let's do white. And this I might want to get out a dotting tool for, but let's just see. And if you don't have, you know, like the Artistro pen, just use something that will make a dot with some acrylic paint. The ones that aren't just real dry is leaving a little spot in the center. That's why I'm going over some of them twice, like that one. So who knows what else I'll add to this. I will post this on Instagram. I never did post the Pantone cards that I worked on, and I put them away before I look at. I'm getting close, Terry. I could goober this thing up yet. But I never did post the Pantone cards that I did, and they're already put away. So, hi, Marguerite. I need to get some more of those white pans. Keep forgetting to put them in my basket. See, Terry, I had told myself a long time ago, order some more of those pens, order some more of those pens, and I hadn't. And then when I pulled it up, and it came up, I mean, it's, you know what? Amazon pisses me off. Now that I'm telling you guys everything that pissed me off today. But it's almost like they read your mind, right? They know what you're wanting or what you're thinking. It's enough to make you crazy. But when I went into Prime Days, and I knew I was going in to get the Fire Sticks, for the new Fire Sticks for the TV, because my one in the living room, I have to keep rebooting it, and that pisses me off too. So I thought, oh, I'll just get a new one. And then I ordered one for this TV in my room. And I was going on to buy that, only that. I told myself, just go get the Fire Stick and get out of there. And honest to God, it was right there in my face, underneath the Fire Sticks, you know, like where they say suggested for you or whatever they say, with those damn Artistro pens, less than $1 a piece. And I was like, this is getting too scary. It is way too scary. Now, why won't the grocery store do that? Why doesn't the grocery store know that I want avocados? Just send them to me and put it on my bill. But no, grocery store doesn't do that. Go to Amazon. They know everything I want. I don't want to mess with that, Devin. Hi, Barbara Clark. Oh, you saw most of the zines? They're good, right, Barbara? They're listening to everything you say or do. I swear to God. All right, let's just quickly, because I want to, and that's pretty dry. This down here is dry enough. And I haven't played with the gold paint today. Let's just do a few quick gold dots because we can. I feel like I have to play with this gold ink every day, but I want you guys to see it with some of the gold. I won't do all of it. I'll keep working on this later on, either this evening or tomorrow, depending on whether or not I have to go get a job to pay for a new freaking lawnmower. Poor Robert. Poor Robert. All right. And I can't work on the moon, so the moon's going to be a surprise. All right. Here in this little center, move the bottle of ink out of your way so you don't knock it off the table, okay? That's my first free advice to you. And over here is still pretty damp, so the dots may smear a little bit, and I'm okay with that too. Dots are such awesome little things. Now, I have never used this gold ink in on a wet surface to even know how it would act. That would be cool if your gold would start smearing. We're going to try that here in just a minute. Doesn't the gold look awesome against that dark, dark blue? Got quiet while I'm doing dots. And I'm not sure how much other doodling I'm going to add. In there, I feel like I want to do something. I just don't know what. But I feel like I want to do something. But I think the fun of this, you guys, is just letting the watercolor do whatever it's going to do on the paper, and then kind of force yourself to have to work with whatever you're left with. And the nice thing is you can't go in with any preconceived ideas of what it's going to look like. Mine may look somewhat similar to hers, but not exact. I will definitely try this on a less expensive watercolor paper just to see how it behaves and what I end up with. But this kind of stuff is kind of fun. And for me, being a little bit of a control freak, little bit, just a little bit, is fun because I do have to let go. And you know me in straight lines and all that crap. You can't go in with a preconceived ideas and perfection and all that. So in a lot of ways, I feel like this is good for me to kind of break out of that mold. Because the other thing I was going to do today would have involved rulers, and you guys probably would have gone cray cray. I might have to get some more fresh ink. We'll go up to this water line. So if you're a real watercolor person and you've watched me do this, don't email me. It's all about the fun and playing with your awesome, cool stuff. I'm not sure if I want there. I love this gold ink so much. I'm sure everybody who watches either Dee Dee or I have ordered it by now. It's just so pretty. Okay. See how the watercolor just kind of dictates what, don't email Jenna, it'll piss her off. Don't worry, be happy. Thank you, Barbara. The rest of these people just come here to make fun of me. Okay, I'm going to get some fresh ink, and we're going to do a little bit of gold up there. I need some fresh ink, so I'm going to turn it upside down. I've still got a little bit of wet down there that I'm in danger of putting my hand in. One thing I do like to do when I'm doing these kind of things, and I've seen it in Kate's work and stuff like that, repeat some of the elements. Essoldo Design, in case you're wondering who Kate is, that's her first name. She did comment on that last one that I posted, which I appreciate artists who do that. You know, that if you tag them, they interact with you. I do really like that. So if this one comes out halfway decent, I'll go ahead and post it and tag Kate so she knows that I'm out here trying to sell her damn books. Yeah, I got Dee Dee the mica silver. It's in a black jar, but it's silver. Dee Dee showed it when she got it. She needs to use it. Okay, is this? That's not dry enough for me to work on, but I need to call it a day anyway so I can go get some go out in people clothing on. And go get this crap done. You posted the version. Did I comment on it, Terry, or did you just do it? But yeah, I'll keep working on this. I'll do something in here. Not sure what. And I probably will. I wanted to kind of keep halo around the moon, but now I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and do the dots. All the way across and around the moon. Wonder if that's dry enough. All right, I'm not going to get the mess out. So yeah, I'll keep dinking with this. And I probably am going to, here in this area, I'm probably going to add some more Payne's gray back in there and make that darker where it's more like this center line. But I think I will go ahead and add some Payne's gray back in there. I'll mess with the moon. So I don't know. In the next day or so, I'll post it on Instagram and you guys can take a shot at it. Tell me what's good, what's bad, what to do again. Anyway, time for me to call it a day. And at the very least, I will see you Wednesday at Dee Dee's. Go out and try and be kind. I mean it. And thanks for hanging with me and being cool fibs. All right, you guys. Love you. See you later. Bye.